So yeah, I'm going to start with just a little bit of qigong tonight. So actually what I'd like you to do is to open your feet. So you've got feet just slightly wider than your hip, and I want you to let your knees bend and then straighten them. And let your knees bend and then straighten them. As you bend your knees, you to now rock your body weight to your toes and then go back into your heels. Into your toes. And then back into your heels. And then a nice even spread of body weight throughout your foot. You're going to take a deep breath in and breathe out. Smooth out your fingers. Tension in your fingers, gaps between them. Coming up through the back of the palm, inhaling and exhaling. Now as you bring your hands up, imagine you're drawing energy up your body and sending energy down into the ground. Bring energy up from the ground. So really connecting with the floor beneath you. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's do that one more time. And turning the palms to face upwards. Imagine you're holding a tea light in each hand. You're going to reach the tea light, come up onto the toe, and bring the tea light back to your waist as you bend. Reaching the tea light across and coming back in. Imagine that back leg has become quite light and floaty, and then bring your weight into it. It's light and floaty in that back leg as you reach. Come back in. In and breathing out. One leg forwards and push the waves. Bring the waves back in, transferring the body weight into the back leg, and then transferring the weight forwards. Breathing in as we step back, breathing out as we transfer the body weight forwards. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Step that foot back in, transfer, step the other leg forwards. Inhale, exhale. As we breathe into the belly. As we breathe out, feeling through the mouth. The shoulders. Our feet to hip width. Our hands just below our belly button. Inhaling, opening, arching back. Exhaling down just below the belly. Opening the hands, breathing out, hands just below the belly. And as you open out, imagine you're sort of gathering energy and bringing your energy back to you. Gathering up energy you've been giving out, bringing energy back to you. Inhaling and opening, exhaling and closing. One more time. And bringing your body weight onto your one leg, circling the knee reaching into the fingers. And if we can take hold of that leg, bring the knees together, heel towards the bottom, push the hips forwards. Holding on to something if we need to. Elongating the posture, so lengthening up through the crown of the head. Let's give that a go on the other side. So bringing the knee up, out and around, pointing the toes, circling the knee. Gradually, can we make that circle bigger? And then reversing in the opposite direction. Catching hold of the foot, bringing the knees together, heel towards the bottom, lengthening up through the crown of the head. Taking our feet just a little bit wider than our hips again to our Tai Chi stance. Up over the top of the head and then just sweeping into the floor. Looking overhead, coming down and around. Drawing a big circle with the hands bending into the knees. Let's reverse, go back in the opposite direction. I was doing this one with Zach. He said, "Oh, look, Mummy, it's like a sunrise and a sunset." I thought that was quite cute. Last one. Now we bring our hands to our knees. And circle the knees down, round, and back the other way. One more each way. Final one, and then circling through our wrists, circling through our foot. And reversing. Elongating the posture, lifting up through the crown of the head. Let's give that a go on the other side. Elongating up the crown of the head. And reversing. We take our feet a little bit wider, softening the knees. Inverting to a side. The other side. Breathing in and breathing out. And the head to drop. Reach for that top arm. Extending out to that top arm. A little bit further over now. And one more each way, all the way over. And drop. Loosely off the neck, drop. And then allowing the head to drop down and around to the other side. Down, around, and back again. And the upper body into that, so you come down, round, go all the way around the back. And then reversing. It's a fluffy and ragdolly. Circle bigger, that feels good on the back, good on the joints, get our joints oiled. Or each way. Feeling a stretch. Good point on the snowboarding today where I thought my legs feel like burning rocks after about 5 hours stint. Okay, so just gonna adjust the angle here. It's very rustic, this little cabin. So rustic, we keep getting splinters in our feet. Good to have shoes on in here. Okay. Breathe in and breathe out. Are you looking for online classes that support you with getting more me time? You want to get supple, strong, feel less stressed, get in the driving seat, but actually perhaps you've noticed that following videos on YouTube isn't actually helping you commit. It's not like the teacher reaches out and says, correct your hips, bring your knee back, move your posture back. And this is the problem. So, of course, you can hit subscribe to get more from the Zigs YouTube channel. But let's face it, we're not going to send our children to a school without a teacher or a tutor. I mean, what's their life going to be like if they're going to learn in that way? So my name's Claire Louise Freeman. I'm the business owner of Zigs Exercise, and I like to encourage you to join me and my community online, where we get together via Zoom and we practice Pilates conditioning, yoga stretches, mobility. And the thing is, we get to actually talk through this stuff. We get to do it together. And to me, consistently doing it together is the thing that gives us much, much better results than if we're left flailing around in front of a video trying to do it all by ourselves. So if you'd like more information about joining me and others, please reach out, get in touch. You can work with us morning, evening, from the comfort of your own home. It's great because you get all the kit together at home, and it does help you to practice in between as well. So I'm offering a complimentary kickstart call. We can talk through what's getting you talk through this stuff. We get to do it together. And to me, consistently doing it together is the thing that gives us much, much better results than if we're left flailing around in front of a video trying to do it all by ourselves. So if you'd like more information about joining me and others, please reach out, get in touch. You can work with us morning, evening, from the comfort of your own home. It's great because you get all the kit together at home, and it does help you to practice in between as well. So I'm offering a complimentary kickstart call. We can talk through what's getting in the way, you know, why it's not worked so far. And sometimes the hardest bit is actually just picking up the phone and talking it through. So brave pants on. I work with all sorts of people from various walks of life, different shapes and sizes. And often people who do work with me do it because they say that I do it in a very non-judgmental way. Of course, it's free to talk, so you can click the link in the description box below, and we can get to know each other and see if we're a good fit. There's no pressure here. On the call, I'll listen in to, you know, what you need support with, what your personal needs are, and I can answer any of your questions about our online Pilates and yoga, where we do it together in community. Why wait? This stuff doesn't get any easier as we get older. We work with lots of busy parents, grandparents, business owners, NHS professionals, private school teachers, regular school teachers.
So if that feels like you and you need that support and accountability on getting it done, that's the thing. If we've got the sessions booked in regularly, that means we're much more likely to show up. And it's that regularity that people are often missing. You know, they take time off during holidays. It's the commitment that gets the motivation. So why wait? Book in, give me a call, and I'll see you on the other.
So let's come down and do some back work. So if you can join me down on the back, we're going to take our arms wide to the side. Start with our feet on the floor, because we're going to gradually work our way up the spine today. So just thinking about your back, Jane. Drop the knees to one side and just push down, squeezing the knees together, and then drop and do the same on the other side. Your head turn away from your knees as you push them down and centralizing your knees. And let's do that again. Breathing in and breathing out. As you push down, breathe in, let your belly fill with air. That depth of breath helps to stretch all the fascia tissue actually around the lower back. Just bring the knees a little bit higher up. So your feet are now off the floor if the back's happy with that today. Bring the knees up and across. Pressing the shoulders down. If you want to go higher, bring this more up towards your arm. Pressing the shoulders down. Let's do 4 each side. Placing our feet flat on the mat. And if we can place our hands here crossed over our chest. I want you to rock your pelvis. So you're going to tuck under and then arch your back. So tuck your pelvis under, squeezing your pelvic floor, and then let your back arch. Let's do that again. Tucking under, squeezing the pelvic floor, and then releasing and arching the back. Breathing out as we tuck. Breathing in as we arch and go back. 2 more. Tucking and arching. Circling the pelvis. Down and around. Down and around. A bit of lift on the bottom as we circle around. So back in the opposite direction. Circling. Slow kind of disco boogie line down the back. Circling. Work at loosening those lower back joints. Alright, so last one. And let's bring our hands down to our side. Keep going with a pelvic tilt as we push up into shoulder bridge raise. Squeeze the buttocks from behind, holding at the top and then imprinting down bone by bone. And as we come up again, squeezing the pelvic floor, pushing upwards through the hips, and then imprinting down bone by bone. Bottom. Exhaling as we lift. Squeezing the buttocks from behind. Imprinting down one by one. If your back feels a bit niggly today, you might prefer to stick with this level, just concentrating on that segmental movement. If your back's feeling strong and happy today, add a lift like this. You want to make sure that you're keeping your hip bones nice and level as you bring that leg up, and then imprinting down bone by bone. So let's give that another go. Curling the tailbone under, squeezing the the buttocks from behind. Hovering. Keeping the hip bones nice and steady. And rolling the body down. Keep going with your level. Or advance, we add some reach. Straight leg. Just going to do that through a couple more times. Breathe. That good squeeze of the buttocks from behind. Foot stays on the floor, pushing down into the ground. So last one. Alrighty, from here, let's move into knee tuck. And then switch, tuck. You can do it with your head on the floor. You're going to bring the nose to the knee. Nose to the knee. You can go for a straight leg for next level. Next couple. Keeping one knee hugged in tight. Straightening the other leg. If you can bring your knee across to the ground, trailing this arm behind, pressing the knee down, 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 turning the head to look over the shoulder, pressing the back shoulder down, breathing into the belly. Deep breath. Deep, full breath. And one more deep breath. Let's bring our knee up and switch. So hug the other knee in, straighten the leg. Touching the toes as we bring the knee across, trailing the arm behind. Pressing this back shoulder down, down, pressing the knee down, breathing into the belly, the side of the body. Reaching the fingers on the backhand, breathing into the belly. Feeling the belly fill and empty. Ourselves to the center, and I'd like you to park your hands just here underneath the back of the knee, and let's come up. Okay, so we're now in a seated cross-legged position. Now, if your back's a bit sore, you might find actually being on a cushion or a block, something that just gives you a little bit of height. Yeah. If it catches your knees at all, you could take your feet wide. So we're going to come up with the arms, come forwards and down, tucking the chin in, and just having a little stretch, noticing what's going on. Feeling that in your body. And sliding your hands back in and bringing the arms up, forwards and down, tucking the chin in, again holding that stretch position, sliding the hands back in, breathing in as you reach, breathing out as you come forwards and down. Go a little bit further if that feels appropriate for your back. we've got on the top. And again, moving up onto the sit bones, then up the arms, and coming forwards down. As we slide your hands in, imagine you're sort of gathering energy. Exhaling out any tensions, stresses, or worries. Drawing in positive, healthy energy. Exhaling out any stresses or tension. And we reach a little bit further. Right, twice more. So final one. Alrighty, if we can shake a leg, and let's pop over onto our front next. Some cobras. So we can either do our traditional cobra with our hands just slightly wider than the shoulder. If that's too much load yet for the wrist team, you could do a forearm version, or you could have your hands here, work on getting some height. So we're going to press the shoulders down as we lift, squeezing the buttock muscles to give the back support, and then lowering the body down. Now as we come up, we need to let your pubic bone push into the ground. A little bit of belly button pull in. That triggers a mechanism called intra-abdominal pressure, which is a kind of cushioning mechanism that helps to provide some support, so it's thought to the back as we lift. So it's a good technique to apply when we're going to do anything that bends our back backwards, or when we're going to lift something heavy, squat lifting. So as you go up into it, to pull your belly button muscle in, squeeze the buttock muscles to give your back support, and then lower. Aim for a hold of 3 at the top now. Pausing at the top for 3, 2, 1, and then coming back down. So again, breathing in, holding at the top for 3, 2, 1, and then moving back down. So just finding your own rhythm of breath. Inhaling through the nose on the way up. Exhaling through the mouth on the way down. We'll do 2 more. So final one. And then from here, we'll take a stretch into our quads. So if you can bring your heel towards your bottom. And we get our hips weighted evenly on the ground. So if we're not quite there yet with the heel on the bottom, we want this muscle to be at full length in the body. So increasing the frequency of practicing these stretches maybe a couple of times a day. On the bottom can really help to shift this. Easy one to practice after you brush your teeth in the morning, and the same at night. So if we link it to an activity that we're already doing, and that helps to up the chances of getting it done, especially when we're juggling lots of things. So let's get that on the other side, heel towards the bottom. How does this side fare up? Bottom, and again, if on this side we're still not quite there yet with the heel touching the bottom, good weave. Practice this every time we brush our teeth. In some ways this is the same as dentistry. Prevention is better than cure. like this. So with our lower back, we're going to tuck the tailbone under so the back flattens. Rock forwards, backwards, either in a half plank, or if you want to go into the full plank, try to keep your chest open as you do it. So you're sliding your shoulder blades down your back, keeping your chest open, forwards, back, giving the toes a little mobilized as we rock over the toes if we're doing that more advanced version. If you're building stamina in the core and the upper body. You might prefer to keep your downward dog on your forearm. So we're going to move into downward dog from here, lifting the tailbone, pressing down with the heels, softening the shoulders. We're going to mobilize our feet. So we flex the toes on one side, so we push the heel down on the other. And then change, do the same on the other side. Yeah. So we've got ski boot feet at the moment. It's good to be in the barefoot shoes. Alrighty, can we do 4 more? Breathe. And the last one. And then let's take a walk in with our hands. So now's a good time just to grab a drink. I'd like to get some water. Okay, so let's do some weights. Anything I can think to grab for weights. There's some ski boots. I'm going to use those as my weights today. Exact ski boots. Okay, so if you can bring your elbows just behind your body and squeeze your shoulders, opening out to the side. And then into the middle. As you open to the side, can you squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and then move to the middle. So again, squeezing and you rise onto tiptoes and then coming back down. Inhale on the lift. As you hold it there, allow your lower back to just really elongate. And then lower. Let's do that again. So let your tailbone drop down, let your lower back elongate. Adding some reach. Can we keep that elongation in the back? And then release. Choose your level. 1 or 2 or 3. Bring the weights over the head. Navigate the ceiling with the palette. I'll leave you at home. Let's do that again. Shall we do 2 more? Final one. The last one, can we hold it out there, staying on our tiptoes, just testing balance, turning to the middle. We do that on the other side, moving to the middle and relaxing off. Okay, well done. Some lovely stretching now, finding a stick. A broom in my little space here, so I'm going to use that behind the back. So look, so nice big stride. So we've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And we're going to lean back into the stick, bending into our front knee, going down, down, down. Straightening out with the front leg. Now as we come down, we work at being on tiptoes on that back foot to give under the foot some stretch. Inhaling as we straighten the front leg, exhaling as we come down, down, down. We're going to do that twice more. We nudge our top elbow up towards the ceiling, so we're also getting a bit of stretch around the back of that arm. And final one, going down, down, down. And let's release, give our legs a shake. And then if we switch to the other side, foot out. So squaring up with the hips. And we'll be on tiptoe on that back foot as we come down, pushing the back of the head into the stick as we come down. Breathing in as we lift. And exhaling as we lower. Let's do that again, aiming that top elbow up towards the ceiling. What's our posture like as we come down, down. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling as we lower. Down, down. Let's do that one more time. Up, and then dropping, nudging that top elbow up towards the ceiling as we drop. Down, down. And let's give our legs a little shake out. We'll ditch the stick. And take our feet wide. And we're going to move into our yoga triangle pose. So we're turning the foot out over here. Sliding the hand down the shin. Back foot, turning the foot so it angles in. Lengthening up with our top arm, turning the eye gaze up to test balance. Into the belly. We do a bit of somersault to this one. Let's bring this arm over. Our shoulders down away from our ear, bend into this knee, and then place that hand on the floor, and keep turning this other arm up so we reach the fingers to the ceiling, breathing deep, relaxing the hips a little bit. And let's bring that top hand to the floor, and then turning, bending the knees, so we're in a sort of plie, and coming up, and drop. Now, we touch the fingers on the floor, and then lift, and do it again. So pressing our knees back, and coming up, and do it again. So really opening the thighs, stamina building the legs. One. Okay, so here, let's turn out into our triangle pose over this side. So on that back foot, we want to turn the toes in a little bit and push the heel out. Lengthening with our top arm, putting our shoulders down away from the knees. Turning the eye gaze up. Breathe. breathing into the side of the body. Breathing into the belly. And let's bring this top arm over. Reaching through the fingers. Then keep going, bringing the hand now to the floor, wriggling that back foot away. Then keep turning, lengthening up with our top arm. Breathe. Relaxing the hips as you hold the pose. Let's go from there to all fours. You to pull your shoulders down. And we're going to reach our opposite arm away from our leg. So you can probably do this one on your forearm. That's up to you. Yeah. Reach out. Come back in. Now, as you do it, I want you to imagine you've got like a little tray of marbles here on your lower back. The aim is not to lose the marbles. And you keep them steady as you reach. Press your shoulders down, away from your ears. Either keep going with that version or advance, we add a press and then a reach. So strength conditioning for the arms, the body, press and reach. Last couple. It's the final one. All right, from here we're going to sit back into child pose, lengthening the arms forward and just connecting the forehead on the ground. Relaxing the shoulders. Sliding the hands down by the ankles now, just really sort of rounding your shoulders. I sort of think of myself like a little tortoise on this one. Taking the head into the shell. Breathing deeply. Relaxing the belly, relaxing the shoulders. Alright, from here, let's move down onto our backs. So we're nearly there. We're going to give our glutes a good old stretch. So we're going to take our right leg over our left. And put the hands just here around the back of the leg. Pressing that leg in. Pressing the knee out. Breathe. To give that a score, scale of 1 to 10, 10 being it's an unbearable stretch. What number are we at? 0 being no effort at all. And the aim for so. Let's stay with this version, or we're going to interlock the front of the shin. Switch that over to the other side. So left over right. Hands around the back of the thigh. So hands to pull in, using the elbow Locking our fingers in front of the shin. Let's release and you to place your feet on the floor and cross your right leg over your left. And catch hold of your feet, your opposite hand on your foot. Place your feet on the floor and push your bottom knee down to the ground. Now push your top knee away from you, holding on to your bridges of your feet with your hands, and let your back arch a little bit as you push your top knee out like this away from you. Breathe deeply. Breathing deep into the lower part of your head. Let's release and give that a go on the other side. So the left over the right, crossing the legs, letting hold of the feet. The feet to the floor, pushing the bottom down so the side of the thigh is on the ground. And then can we push the top knee away from us, pulling both shoulders back to the floor, lifting the breastbone a little bit. Deep breath. Let's release, placing our hands to our belly. Closing the eyes. Taking a moment to appreciate the energy, time, effort, motivation put into practicing today. Moment to appreciate all the little moving parts of the body joined in. Joints, organs, cells of the body. Made it possible to move in this way today. Moment of wonder with the body. When we're navigating injury and aches and pains, often our attention will be there. Sometimes just shifting our focus to a sense of wonder or gratitude in the body. Can help us to break that vicious circle that sometimes we get stuck in. Helps us to get into more of a upward spiral. Shifting mindset. Mindset helps us to shift motivation into wanting to do more and practice more. Commitment to practice. belly, pause and hold your breath for a moment. Take a long exhale out to as long as you can. Let's do that again. Your belly there. Pause and hold. Exhaling and blowing out. And one more time, filling up. Holding. Let's roll to our side. Finish with a full stretch for our necks. So we can tilt the head over to one side. And use your hand just here by the ear. To pull and then reaching the fingers out and away on the other side. Breathe. Lengthen and drop over and down to the other side. So gentle pull. Reach the fingers. Breathe. Move the hands here to the back leg. Drop the chin. Alrighty, so I hope that's made a little difference today.